All right, all you Laurels and you Yannies, let's do this. We are talking about area of a segment today. Now, this is going to be a little weird because we've heard the word segment before, and we're not talking about part of a line, okay? There's another phrase, segment, that we're going to learn about today. This can be kind of confusing, so I'm going to make it as easy as I can and give you two to do on your own, okay? So, look at your notes. Notes, area of a segment, okay? All right, so what is a segment of a circle? Not a segment of a line. What's a segment of a circle? It says a region inside a circle bounded by a sector and a right triangle. The ones we're going to do are right triangles, okay? So basically you take a sector, 1/4 of a circle, okay? And then you take the right triangle, and we're going to end up subtracting them. And what's left over is this little thing right here. Now, what does that look like? A what? What? Triangulo. I think this looks like a hamburger bun. What do y'all think it looks like? Okay, it looks like part of like a hemisphere from the side. Or it looks like a banana. It looks like a happy face, like, all right, whatever. You have to draw that. Anyways, that little weird part of the circle is called a segment, okay? So a segment is this area right here. So here's our goal. Find a sector, find a right triangle, subtract them, and that'll give you the segment, which looks like a hamburger bun or a banana or, yeah, that's all I got. So first of all, how do we find the area of a sector? I'm going to write the formula right here. Okay, so it's theta over 360 pi r squared. We are going to get the decimal answer when we do these, so we are going to type pi, okay? Do not do terms of pi. We need the final decimal form, okay? And then how do I find the area of a triangle? Well, it's base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to take these two formulas and subtract them, and that's going to give me the answer, okay? So what is theta? What is the central angle right here? 90. So 90 over 360, and then pi r squared. R is 15 squared. So everybody, let's do this first. 90 over 360, pi 15 squared. Type it all in. 90 divided by 360 times pi 15 squared. No. Okay, hold on. 90 over 3, okay, back up. 90 over 360 times pi times 15 squared. All right, all of that gives me 176.72. Let's write that down. 176.72. Okay, that's a sector. It's 1/4 of a circle using 90 degrees. Right? People with phones in their hands? So, now we're going to find a triangle. So, base times height divided by 2. Now, the height's obviously 15. What's the base? This is a circle. Both of these radii are the same. So yeah, this is actually an isosceles right triangle. So 15 and 15. So here's how we get the triangle. 15 times 15 don't forget to divide by 2, right? So 15 times 15 divided by 2. Let's do that. 15 times 15 divided by 2. 225 over 2. That's cool. I don't want a fraction. I need the decimal. Control Enter. 112.5. Okay. So, my last step. Take the sector minus the triangle. Okay? So, 176.72 minus 112.5. Now, you don't have to do it like this mentally, but we could do it in our calculator. 176.72 minus 112.5. 64.22, and that's it. So the hardest part about this is you got to know the formulas, okay? So I'm giving you the formulas. We learned this already. We definitely learned this already, and I'm just telling you, all you're doing to find a segment is subtract those two numbers. Let's try one more together, and then that's it. You try it on the back. Whoa. Yeah, so reminder, right here, this is called theta, and your theta is the angle, okay? So that's why I looked at that right there to get theta, okay? And just the degrees of the angle, yes. So everybody, on this entire worksheet, these problems, it's going to be 90 every time, but you do check, okay, as you do it, and look at example 2, it is 90 again, okay? So it's going to work out. So what does it say? Find the area of the segment. Same idea. So let's write these formulas again from up here, right here. So theta over 360 pi r squared minus base times height divided by 2. Same exact formulas. Sector minus triangle, okay? In fact, why don't we do that? Sector minus triangle. And another word for sector is slice, like a slice of pizza, okay? Now, maybe you haven't had a sector this big, like that's a big piece of pizza, 1/4 of a piece of pizza. But then maybe you fold it, right? And I know some people don't like folding pizza, but it's like a taco, an Italian taco. All right, let's do this. Theta is what? $90 degrees, right? The radius is what? 1. All right, so let's do this. 90 over 360 pi 1 squared. So let's do 90 over 360 pi 1 squared. Okay. Now, that's small, but it makes sense, because if your radius is 1, okay, and you have a slice of that, that's a small number. So 0.78, actually 0.79, because that 5 makes that 8 go up. So 0.79. And what was my base and my height? So again, this is a right triangle, so the base and the height are the same again, and they're both not 90, but 1. Isn't the radius 1? So each side of that triangle is 1. So that's base times height divided by 2. So 1 times 1 divided by 2. Hopefully this is mental math. 1 times 1 is uno. Divided by 2, half, which is at a decimal, 0.5. But for you doubters and you haters, let's do this. 1 times 1 divided by 2. 0.5 when you hit Control Enter. So, minus 0.5. All we got to do for our final answer, 0.79 minus 0.5. 0.29 is our answer. And our units are centimeters. Now, do you think these are centimeters, or centimeters squared, or centimeters cubed, or what is it? Squared, because there's this big key word right here. Area, right? So, centimeters, I'm going to put my squared on it. Ooh. Now, do you see how there's 3 blanks? That's it, right? So the sector was 0.79. The triangle was 0.5. We subtracted them to get 0.29. That's it. Okay? Ta-da! So, your assignment's on the back. Okay? This is one of those notes assignment combo. You will turn in the assignment, which means technically you're going to turn in your notes, but it's all right. Okay? So on the back, you're just going to do 2 examples. This should be done today. Which means, if you hadn't finished any of these beautiful circle assignments from the last week and the last couple of days, you want to do that. Remember, from 2 days ago, arc, length, and sector, front, side only. And the 3 from last week are on your progress report. You should know if you're missing them. Okay? And any other missing work. Again, I give you a short assignment, so you have the blessing of time, so you can do what you need to do. Okay? So let's get done what we need to get done. Aight. Laurel.